Questions, please. Go ahead. We're going to go to Monty, middle third row.
Monty Poole, NBC Sports Bay Area. Steph, what do you take from this game? This is the first time you guys have lost a game, one of the finals game. What are the good and bad things you take from this specific game?
And obviously the bad is we're down 0-1, but it's not the end of the world. You know, new experiences for us all the way through, but you know, we've proven our resiliency and ability to win games that we need to, and kind of answer the bell and learn from, you know, nights like tonight. So key call-outs are, you know, fast break points that they got, whether it was a make or a miss for us. You know, a couple of sloppy turnovers that really didn't kill us, but just added to, you know, their momentum. And, you know, obviously Pascal had an amazing game. He pretty much found a bucket wherever he was at. And we got to do, all five guys got to do a better job of just being physical, being alert, and we'll be all right.
Left side in the back on the aisle. Go ahead, Nick.
And following up on that, this is the first time since Steve's been coach you guys dropped game one. What do you think changes, if at all, from a mindset perspective for y'all dropping into an early hole like this?
Nothing really. I mean, you know, it was a great atmosphere out there. They obviously played well, but our confidence remains the same. And block out all the noise about how, you know, what these are first and this and that, and kind of the doubt around it, you know, around our team. It's just come out and play hard, you know, get game two, and take it from there. So I like the vibe that I say it a lot, but I like the vibe that we had in the locker room in terms of everybody focusing on what they need to do differently, and the overall energy, you know, bump that we need to have, and then you know, go steal game two.
Right side, front row, Mark.
Hey, Steph, Mark Medina, Bay Area News Group. You guys have often said when things aren't necessarily going your way that Kevin Durant's, you know, an obvious bailout that could make things easier. Besides his obvious scoring, what other things are more difficult without him tonight?
KD is an all-time great player on both ends of the floor, so I could sit here and talk for days about what he adds to our roster. You know, we've obviously proven that when he's out, we can have guys step up, and you know that's going to be the case until he gets back. So for us, I think the first half, you know, after that 10-day break, it was a little bit sloppier than we might have thought, and a little bit, you know, more rust that we had to shake off. But we still had a chance to win in the fourth quarter, and they did what they're supposed to do on their home floor and close out the game. So I don't think it's that complicated. What we need to do differently is just play better, you know, take away the easy buckets for them, and control the momentum a little bit better. And we're definitely capable of doing that, you know, no matter who's out there on the floor.
Steph.
Left side, third row.
Pardon me. Paul Antunes, ESPN Brazil. When you see Siakam go 14 for 17 and Gasol 6 for 10, and then you got Van Vliet 5 for 8, do you kind of live with that and just kind of tip your hat? Because you guys seem to do a good job kind of blitzing Kawhi, getting the ball out of his hands.
No, I'm definitely not smiling at him and saying, good job, guys. It's we can do things differently and a little bit better, be more physical on them, be more aware of where they are on the floor. Obviously, Kawhi is the nucleus of what they do, and like you said, we did a good job on him, but we have to keep doing a good job on him. But especially early in the first half, we didn't rotate well enough, and just make them think a little bit more. They were really comfortable out there, stepping into open threes. Couple of miscommunications where almost like practice shots, and obviously they made them. So defensively, overall, we can do a lot better job, as well as some of the good things that we did.
Fourth row in the middle, Kayla.
Steph, Kayla Gray, TSN. I mean, outside of the break, you guys don't really have that much tape to work off of with this Raptors team. I mean, I know you're very familiar with Kawhi Leonard. Did you think that that posed a challenge as well?
Yeah, I mean, the 2 games we had during the regular season, there was guys missing them both nights and what have you, but I'm sure they're in the same situation, not really expecting or knowing what to expect. So, at the end of the day, they outplayed us. Like, there's no other way to kind of say it. They did what they were supposed to do and took care of home court on the first game. And, you know, no matter what, you know, our sights were coming in, it's a long series. And to Game 2 is an opportunity for us to right the wrongs and get a big win and go back home.
Final question, left side, second row, Mark.
Steph, on the left, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. Draymond said the loss and Siakam was on him. He called Siakam, he said he's become a guy, meaning I respect his game. What did Siakam show you guys in this game that perhaps might have been even over what you thought he was capable of?
I mean, his motor's pretty much nonstop, so even if you feel like you're in transition, you're running shoulder to shoulder with him, he has another, you know, gear he can get to that puts pressure on you in transition. He showed that, you know, pretty much all season, but tonight especially when he puts the ball on the floor, he's pretty composed, knowing what he's trying to do with it, and obviously great at finishing no matter, you know, where it is around the paint. He knocked down 2 threes, which was you know, big for him to keep the momentum going. But at the end of the day, like Draymond said, you know, it starts with the one-on-one matchup, but you can't give him any dare shots and you can't give him any straight line drives to the basket. And that's just an effort thing that we all can be more mindful of, because at the end of the day, it's not just going to be Draymond guarding him the entire game. So, you know, he played well, and we got to do something about it.
Thank you, Steph. Kawhi is next. First question, left side, 4 rows back.
Kawhi, Mike Bond with Rolling Stone. They held you, you know, pretty in check in that first half, but in the second you were able to open up a little more. What were they doing that was effective in the first half there?
I mean, they did a good job both halves of, you know, blitzing my pick and rolls, keeping a third guy in the back, not letting me play one-on-one. It's really like tilting their defense. You know, that's pretty much it, just not letting me get no easy looks, bringing 2 to the ball, and if I get by, that third guy's coming. I let, you know, my teammates play well tonight, so, I mean, it's a team game. If they're going to play like that, then, you know, guys are going to play well, get wide open shots.
Fifth row on the right side to Joe.
Joe Varden from The Athletic. Kawhi, everybody knows the Warriors have been in the last 4 finals. They've won 3, all that. What was your conversations like in the locker room the last couple of days leading up to this? Was there some sort of discussion about how they're human just like everybody else, or just trying to bring them down a level?
No, I mean, we don't have conversations like that. We know that they're human. I mean, they're a great basketball team, talented players, high basketball IQ players. You know, you just got to go out there and compete, take the challenge. We know they're going to make, you know, big shots, go on runs, and it's about just keeping your composure and keep fighting through. Don't put your head down when, you know, players, Steph or Clay make big threes. Just keep playing.
Fourth row in the middle to Kayla.
Kawhi, Kayla Gray, TSN. Got a great night from Pascal Siakam. Being on the floor with him, what did he add to the game for you guys tonight?
He played well on both ends of the floor. You know, he got to the paint. He knocked down his shots, his wide open shots tonight. He was aggressive on both ends of the floor. Got his hands, deflections on a lot of basketballs tonight. Big block shots, big buckets. He played well.
Kawhi, we're going to go back to the gentleman in the blue on the right side.
Robert Littell, BSO. You spoke about this a little bit earlier, but can you kind of talk about how your teammates really compliment you, especially when they are double teaming you so aggressively, and how do you kind of go about your way of getting them going, and how that kind of really brings the crowd into everything?
I mean, just keep being aggressive. We played, teams throughout this playoffs playing similar defense. And I guess just learning from the experiences and guys being ready and just keep being aggressive and make sure I make the right play and don't try to be a hero out there. Just play basketball. And that's all I do.
Left side, fifth row. Going to go to Arash.
Kawhi to your left here on the aisle. Arash Madani with Sportsnet. They got it to within 3. They got it to within 4 in the fourth quarter, and you guys were able to have an answer a couple of times. How are you able to do it to withstand them?
Like I said, don't get too down. They're a great basketball team. Just keep fighting, keep striving, don't give up, and just have confidence. Just have confidence in yourself that you're gonna win the game. I mean, that's all you could do. Lay it out on the floor and see what happens.
Going to go to the right side of 6 rows back.
Dan Feldman, NBC Sports. Before you succeeded so much in the finals, you weren't universally recognized as a star. Pascal Siakam wasn't an all-star this year. I'm wondering if you talked to him at all or he talked to you about capitalizing on competing on this stage.
I mean, he doesn't need no prep talks. He's going out there doing it. He's not a guy that's shying away. He's very aggressive when he's on the floor. And I mean, when we talk, it's a group effort. You know what I mean? And hopefully everybody hears it and brings it to the game. Takes the knowledge when we all put in our knowledge and experience from past times, and that's all we could do. It's a team basketball game.
Any other questions? In the back on the left.
Kawhi, Jonathan Cho with Dia TV. Katie didn't play today. He may not be playing the next game as well. At the same time, are you preparing for him? Are you thinking about how to prepare for Kevin Durant if he does return during the series?
For sure. I mean, whenever he does play or say he's going to be playing, then we're definitely going to have to, prep for him. He's another guy that could just score 30 points in his sleep. And, I mean, everybody know who he is, and for sure we're going to have to prep for him.
Thank you.